Oh hey, what's going on? Trying something a little bit different here. In today's preview, I'll do a preview before I put the video up. Going to show you me working on the door panels for the Cadillac. Beautiful, beautiful. What else we do? Well, we made a vapor barrier for the Cadillac. That's all we've done today is with the Cadillac. Also going to show you how to restore your wire hubcap for your 1984 Cadillac Eldorado. That's a load of fun right there, huh? And even straighten out some bent trim. Alright, not anything I did. So stay tuned, we'll get this going and we're going to have ourselves a hoot of a good time. Let there be light. Hey, it's Sunday. It's in the afternoon a little bit, about 25 past noon, almost at midnight. Was out here for a while last night. Got the door panel all cleaned up. Looking pretty nice, although I still see some crud right in there, but let me hit that again real quick. It may just be the shadows hitting it too. Yeah, there's dirt in there. We'll scrub her down a little bit more there. But she's looking pretty good. I'm happy with it. I'm pretty happy with it. We're going to get these in today. Along with those in. There's a dirt spot right in there that I scrubbed out. That's nice carpet. Nice deep, soft. Wow. But the plan is get these cards back in, and then that's that much less I got to worry about. Get those doors buttoned up. Should be everything but the door pins today. I don't know. We'll see how brave I am. Was thinking about that last night, tackling those. Can't seem to get nobody to come over to help, so jump on it and do it myself. Let's see if we can sneak past the olds here. Ooh, sunshiny, beautiful. Little breeze blowing. Everything's still here. Gotta get this bad boy uncovered. That's today's push. Get this buttoned up. RT Dakota. I was trying to sell that the other day. I gotta get this cleaned up yet too. I never did that last night. Alrighty, poor Jeep. Let's get to work. Well, right off the bat, I don't think this piece threads. This one is threaded. So I may just try to pop that roller off and get it back on the little stud there. So let's set you on there for a second. I don't know how this is going to work. It should just come right out. It's just a ball on the end there, and it just looks like it snaps right over it. So I may have to get some pliers. And there we have it. So there's the stud. We'll just hang on to that, throw it in the parts bin. Now the next big thing is, can I get it like that? Just fixed it. I got grease on my fingers, but she's a bit more stable. Hopefully it goes up and down. Let's throw the battery in. Just ran it down in there and pulled the window in, and away she went. Let's check this side. Careful with a touch with the grease and the light colored car. That's about the same. This one's a little bit looser, but for the wheel and the track. She's still got a little flop to her, but it's just the one. I haven't seen the other track, so throw the battery in and give her a test run. Get ready. Look at that. She goes down. She goes back up. You're not hearing the cheesy music in the back. Nice. It's a lot more stable. Turn that down. See what she sounds like when you close the door now. It still flops a little bit, but not nearly as bad. This thing's been slammed so many times, I don't know if that internal structure is supposed to be let loose. It's probably weakened over years of being banged on. Okay, one part's been fixed. I don't think there's anything we can do to stiffen that. So. Alrighty. Moving on. Alrighty, that panel's on. Everything works. I may have hooked the door switch, the lock's up backwards, but worry about when we get this side going. In the quest to restore the perfect '84 Cadillac Eldorado, notice on the driver's side where the seat belt is, it's got a little retainer up on the headrest there. This side is suspiciously missing. It's never been on the car. Ordered a couple off of eBay, and dude sent me a left and a right, and then an extra right side, so 2 rights and 1 left. Sounds like a bad NASCAR race, right? You don't hear the music. You're not hearing Santana. That's Santana, that's Peter Frampton. I'm just going to keep talking until I get the radio turned down. So what I've done, see, they came in white. My interior is not white. Although this piece is white. I think I replaced that one. What I'm going to do, I got some of this GM color match. I didn't even realize that one was white. I didn't look at it till just now. Where was it? Crap. Anyway, somewhere around here I got a can of spray paint that's pretty close to the color of that car. Close. It's a little bit darker, but I'm going to prime these up. Probably get another one out and clean it and paint it. Wish I knew where the paint was now. It's a GM can. That's all it is. Duplicolor. The cap's gone, so. But there she is. It's pretty close. It's pretty close. I will go ahead and prime this one. I'll go clean up the other side, and we'll have a couple little kind of semi sort of match. Since I'm using automotive paint, thought I'd better hit the plastic with some primer. Woohoo, hopefully it's showing everything. Getting a face full of primer here. So we'll go ahead and clean another one up and inside get it. Kind of. Clean the other side up. We'll get two of them hanging here and prime the other one then too. Then we'll shoot them with some yeller paint. Good times. Alright, we got one panel in, buttoned up nice and neat. This panel here, what's going on next? Pull a couple of these bad boys off. There's a plastic moisture barrier and some insulation that's supposed to go in there, as you saw on that side. If you watched last weekend's video, it was not on this side. I had a piece of nice heavy visqueen plastic from Kevin, from my brother, but I forgot that at his house, I think. So, probably just going to take a plastic trash bag for now. Not that I really need to, but I'll try to remember to snag that from him if he's still got it. Next time I see him, we'll pull that panel back off. I'd like to try to find some felt or something to glue to it to make another sound insulation / moisture barrier. So that's what we're going to work on next. These pieces, it's actually 3:30 now. I've been inside goofing off for a little bit, so got these pretty well primed up, looking all right. A little bit more prime on that one, I think. And we'll go ahead and shoot with some color. Well, that ain't custom redneck. I don't know what it is. Trash bag custom moisture barrier on an 84 Eldorado. Yeah, it looks like hell, but the panel's going on over it anyway. Just keep some of the moisture out. Electrical tape to hold it in place. It's a little floppy, but got the wires pulled through, got the handle cut out. She should be good for a while till I can come up with something a little better. Just help keep the interior dry a little bit more. Also got a little bit of paint on these things. Yeah, hopefully she's going to come out okay. This one's crinkling a whole lot. It's just the texture of the plastic, or I'm hoping it is. This one's looking alright. So, alright, onward and upward. Alright, the driver's door's back together. Everything but the door pins. Right on. I want to go ahead and, while I'm at it, I want to pull this lower dash trim out because it needs to be cleaned. And I know Kevin and I have had the rear seat out of this thing once before, so we're going to try to pop that again. Take those inside and spend the night cleaning those. Scrubbed a little bit around in here. Actually did this part of the carpet, and it's actually coming alive a little bit just by brushing it. Hit this thing again. Tried to hit the seat belts, although it looks a little bit cleaner. Little Cadillac crest on the side there, that's kind of cool. Fancy pillow top seating. She's coming apart though. It'll be nice in the future see someone about fixing this one up, because I don't know, somebody must have had a chain or something in their pockets. Just tore this poor seat up. The other side still looks good. And this one's all cut and wore out. But that door panel looks good, doesn't it? All nice and clean. The car's starting to come together. Got a list in here of what I made. I don't have a pen on me right now. There's one in the glove box. Of course not. Actually, there's a marker right here. Set that right there. Let's pop over here. Got some markers up here. Woohoo! Messy garage. Better than it's been though. What do we got here? Alternator check. I can't see any of this on the screen, so driver's window motor fix. Done. Rear bumper trim. Still need to work on that. I'm crawling behind there and see if I can't pop that piece off, clean it up. Maybe just JB weld it on there and put it back together. Right rear wheel well trim, paint front plate holder. Haven't done that. Yeah, valve cover gaskets have been done. Exhaust manifold, speedo cable, rear line. Yeah, source transmission leak, door pins and bushings, shift linkage. Wash and wax, polish chrome. So actually I've got a couple things over there. But other things that have come up, so somewhere I've got not another one of these, but I've got some other door lock deals. I need one for that other side now. So I have to dig around, see what I can come up with, or hit the store and go buy something. But clay bar, been working on parts of that over the winter. Polish and wax. Shift linkage bushings, I need to source those out yet. Door pins and bushings, I got them, I don't know what I did with them. Transmission leak, and track that down. Pull down, realign high beam lights, speedo cable, I got that. Not gonna worry about the exhaust manifold. Fix the hood scratch, I've started that. I am scrubbing interior leather. Paint front plate holder. Right rear wheel well trim. Bumper trim, alternator check, which I've got it going on order, so yeah, we got some stuff going on it. So, onward and upward. I don't think we're gonna get to the generator today. It's almost 5 o'clock. Just gonna try, but it's a little warm out here today too. I say warm, it's low 70s. But playing with this thing, been inside a little bit. Make sure we cover her back up tonight. Alrighty, on to the next project. Alright, we're going to tackle the wheel trim next. I think we're going to try to get this hubcap cleaned up and just get a dent right there. I think this is from the dealership where I got the car. They had a red Pontiac right next to it. And I think when they backed it in, they just scraped it. So, when you buy one of these have locking hubcaps on them, for those of you that are not aware. You gotta have a little tool to pull the hubcap off. If you don't have this, you can get these at the GM dealerships, Cadillac. You gotta pop the cover off. I'm gonna maybe polish on that one a little bit. Look at that crest. And as a whole, she's in pretty good shape. I don't see it bent at all. So, you see the end of this thing's got a little flower pattern to it, and there's a deal in there. Now there should be paint on those. This one happens to be red. That's what they knew for 90, for 84. You get the red key. Just rotate her around until you get her to lock in. And then set you down here a little bit. Otherwise they just pop on like a standard hubcap. Problem Kevin had with his when he got it. No key. I didn't have one either. So then you got to get the thing to come out. There we go. a regular tire iron with nothing I have in the trunk. Something else I need to address too. Get that cleaned up and some primer on that. Oh, it's a two-hand operation. There we go. An Eldorado with a wheel cover off. Looks way better with them on. We may just spray that down and clean it up a little bit too with a brush while we're at her, but I don't know how much disassembly these have. Well, they got bolts on the back. This is bent right in here. See about pulling this piece off. Straighten that out a little bit, polish it up. Next we're going to go ahead and see if we can't get the trim off. That one's going good. It's all stainless steel on this thing. Love that. So I'm not going to bore you guys with removing this thing. Don't have any good place to hold these for the time being. So when we're back, when we get everything apart, we'll show you when we're done. Alrighty, she's off. A little twisted, a little bent, but we can fix that. That ain't nothing. That ain't nothing. May not be 100% perfect, but it'll be pretty close. It was bent out here just a little bit. So took the old body hammer and just kind of beat her in a little bit. You can see just, I don't know if it's showing up here, but just a little bit of crazing on the paint. So have to keep an eye on that. Probably get the polish out real quick and try to get the red off. You can see where it's been rubbing a little bit. So we'll clean up around there. This thing was just caked on the back side with real fine silty dirt. There's a little bit right there. Reminds me of California mud. Kevin will know all about that. But this thing came from Texas. It's probably went down a lot of dirt roads down in Texas, south of Dallas. So, all in all, she's in really pretty good condition, in my opinion. So, yeah, you can see all the dirt coming down from up here. Dirty, dirty car. But we're getting there. We're getting there. Do some cleanup here, and then we're gonna, you know what, just go inside. Let's get the hubcap going. Well, how many of you can honestly say you've seen the internal workings of a Cadillac hubcap? There's the spokes. There's an inner piece too that I don't know how the rest of it comes apart. Oh, maybe I do. I don't know if I want to try taking it apart that far though. Probably shouldn't. So we got this piece off. It's just a pot metal. You can see it's maybe split and cracking in a couple of spots, but I think we can work that back out. This one, I think it's the same, just kind of a pot metal type deal. Give a little polish on the old plastic for the crest there. And I got a crack going there. Hopefully it's not too out of whack. Be nice to actually find a replacement because this one's just curved all the way around. Of course, I don't think there's a perfect hubcap on that car, but we'll run these for now. So we can do to straighten all that out. I'll turn the camera back. I'm not going to show you how. I'll just use the hammer and the dolly and move around a little bit and see if we can't get that ding out. Polish her up a little bit and Off we go. What I got going on now is I've pulled a couple of the spokes out as they were bent, and just gently by hand straightening them out. See if I can figure out how this goes here. Like this. Now, we'll go like this. Make sure they go back together the way they come off. I don't know if you can see it on the screen there, but a little bend there. It's not supposed to be that way. And we'll polish up the red bits, the stainless steel bits. That one's got a decent kink in her. Of course, where they fold it is a weak point on these too. So. Just getting all sorts of facets of fixing up an old car. We've got to open that just a hair. So I'm pretty happy with that. I got the center cap all cleaned up, got the red off the edges. I got this piece, it's not perfect, but I got her hammered out a little bit. It's just pot metal, so I don't want to go too hard on it. But, it's going to fit back together pretty nice, it looks like. Got most of the dimple out of it. This is where the main impact was, so it's not perfect, but she will work. Once I get it back together too, I might be able to pull some of it out. But using metal, MET-ALL, aluminum and stainless steel polish. It's pretty good stuff. I think I got this from my Jamco buddies at work. A little bit of elbow grease and it's getting the goop off. But I'm going to keep pushing on and when we go hookup again, wish I could get in there and hammer some of these out, but I'm not going to worry too much about it. Not going to worry too much about it because it's bent all the way around. Actually, there's not a single spot that isn't dimpled. And a little spot right there. Everything else has been curved or hammered on with a hammer when they put the thing back together. But we're going to press on with a couple of spokes we got here, and that one's been bent. Probably straighten those out too. That one's got a kink in it. So, yeah, anyway, onward and upward. Well, the hubcap I think is pretty much as far as I'm going to take it. Still, you can see a little discoloration, a little distortion there. But we got her out pretty good. All the spokes are tight. I had to bend a few of them around a little bit. This one's a little bit loose, but I think we'll be okay. Yeah, eventually we'll be looking to replacing at least this one, if not all of them. there you go. Nice Cadillac wheel cover. Next we're going to start tweaking on the wheel well molding a little bit here and see if we can't get it looking a little straighter. Get the crud polished up out of it, and it's not going to be perfect either, but we'll see what we can do with it. I should probably just go throw this back on so get it back on the car and out of the way. It's not a bad idea. Well, she ain't perfect, but it's a lot better than it was. It's even a little bit straighter. I'm gonna leave this as the way it is for now. Get down in there and you can see the ripples and waviness on it. We got her somewhat straightened, but probably gonna wind up just replacing that. At least it looks better now. Do that in the right rear hubcap. If anybody comes across those, this is right rear wheel molding and and a good hubcap. Let me know. If you all out there doing junkyard runs around the nation and you come across something, let me know. I'd be interested in picking, as long as it's not going to cost me $200 or something like that. But I think we'll be all right. Body damage is minimal. That's probably not even in the sun. There's just a little dimple right there, hardly even noticeable. Can't get in behind it because it's double wall steel, so I don't know if it's gonna. Yeah, you can see it right there a little bit. But we're gonna go ahead and hit it with some cleaner real quick, just to get that dirt off of there, and I'm gonna put that on, probably massage it with the hammer a little bit. I think we'll be looking all right. Making some progress on this old girl. Sweet. Oh hell, couldn't even tell there was a dent there, huh? So it's pretty damn good in my book. Still won't replace it because it ain't perfect. But that went pretty well. This hubcap's in a lot better shape. A little curb rash in a couple of spots. This one's damn near perfect. A little bit down there. This one's a little worse for the wear. This is definitely the worst one. That looks pretty darn good. A little staining right down through there. I'll have to buff out, but hopefully the clay bar will fix that up. So, nice. Alrighty. Go ahead and start pulling some interior bits out. Pull out lower dash. You can start scrubbing on it real good. And see about getting the back seat out. I don't know how the back of the seat comes out itself, but at least we'll get the base out and get the two of them all scrubbed up. I never noticed this before. I know I've had this one back here for a while. But, alrighty. That looks good. I like that. Big improvement. Right on. Well, looks like I finished up the exterior work just in time. Got ourselves a front moving in over there. She's getting close. Have to button this thing up, get the windows closed, and I'm going to go ahead and hit all the little center caps with some polish just to clean them up real quick. Well, if I think about it, maybe I'll get this thing popped off. Get into both the little nuts in there and pop it off, clean it up. Got JB welding that to the rubber strip there, and we can get that fashioned back together. Still gotta find my pins and bushings. I don't know what I did with them. They're in a brown paper bag. Bought them from the caddy dealership. starting upward. Get a couple of parts pulled out of the interior so we got something to fiddle around with tonight. Need to clean this up a little bit too. Finish. There goes some of that rust inhibitive primer. Last, I've got these things painted. This one came out real nice. This one, it's getting there. It was crazing for a little bit, but the paint is kind of filled in. I need to get inside the screw hole a little bit more there. Probably get paint all over my lens, but we'll clean that in a bit. How's this one looking? That one's pretty nice. So, you know, a little bit at a time. Hopefully the color will match pretty good. And get them put in after everything's scrubbed up, of course. So, alrighty, let's go clean the table off and let's get a couple other parts in here. Well, I just discovered something else about the car. The seat's always been a little bit loose. I slid her forward, figuring I'll just find a bolt and throw it on there. Well, no can do. The back of the seat track's missing. There's the bolt hole. See if it'll focus. There's the bolt hole. Here's the end of the seat track. Should look like that over there. I don't know if I can jimmy rig anything for that. I'll have to. I think I need to go find a parts car. Should be able just to snag one side of a track, I would assume. I don't know how it all comes apart, but yeah, we're gonna purple pimp hat. All right, working on pulling the seat out. I don't remember how these things come out. They probably go forward and up. And see if I'm getting that out and get the lower pan out. The moisture is coming. The rays of the sun over there. That's kind of cool. But get the seat back out and let's go from there. Holy crap, it's almost 8 o'clock. But front is kind of moving through. That guy's booking out pretty good, huh? There he is. Moving right along. So I was, got the seat back out, the bottom. I got under the dash, and then I went ahead and pulled the back of the seat out for cleaning. And look what I found. I love stuff like this. It's the build sheet, the complete build sheet for the car. Went to Larry Lang Cadillac, 2701 North Central Expressway in Plano, Texas. That's where she was bought new at. How cool is that? Built in Linden, New Jersey. We're probably going to take this out, because remember I found the one under the gas tank, but it was half gone. So, she's even still attached. I love stuff like this. This is awesome. History of the car. Anchor motor freight. Destination charges $500. Arling Railroad. Arling. That'd be I'd have to look into that. What ran down there in Texas? Not that'd be Burlington. Have to look into that. I don't know what the 4150 is for. But I'm not seeing a date. Axle, frame, control arms front and rear, springs. This is too cool. Anyway, nothing exciting. We've got the seat base out before. If you're ever pulling the back seat out of one of these things, just remember, I fought with it for a little bit until I realized there's something holding it. There's little brackets on the seat back. and they're held in by the seatbelt brackets and screws. So, undid those two and she popped right out. Lots of sound insulation in these things. Yeah, could just cut a hole right there and put a little subwoofer. Look at that change. Oh, I see money. Oh, I don't know if I want to reach in there and get it. This side's clean, it looks like. Got an interior screw, I might need that. Two pennies. Another penny. A nickel. 87. We got some cobwebs back in here. Another penny. Vacuum out and clean up in here a little bit. Scrub all that down. So sweet. 9 cents. Actually found a penny earlier, so there's 10 cents plus a Canadian dime. So I think we're going to press on. I wasn't going to, but I think we're going to. I'm going to pull the front seats out tonight too. Then I got the seats I can play with, and then it's all open in here for some cleanup. Just pressing on with the detailing. I don't think I'm going to pull the carpet like Kevin did. Yeah, you never know. Got the pressure washer here. Pull it out and blast it like he did. And I'm shooting for the car show in Renton. So Janice, if you're watching, that's the plan right now. Pulling seats out, scrubbing leather. Oh, those door panels look good though. I want the whole rest of the interior looking like that. This little bad boy's going through a little bit of a restoration, if you will. So cool. Hopefully that alternator fixes this thing so I can run it and drive it. There's those brackets I was talking about. Almost a little bent up from me yanking on it. There's the back of the armrest, see if that's any good. But we're going to save this though. Snip those little clips there and maybe we'll frame that. I just think that's cool. It'd be neat if there was a date on it though. Schedule number, date. Job sequence number. I can't make any heads or tails of that. Vehicle identification number, department sequence number. Which came with Firestone tires original. Or Goodrich. Or Uniroyal. Or General. Or Goodyear's. Could have come with any one of them. Alrighty, let's start pulling some bolts and get some front seats out now. I don't know where I'm going to put it all, but hey, we'll make room for it. Well, I got my work cut out for me for the next couple days. Bam! Front seats, back of the rear seat, bottom of the rear seat, underside of the dashboard. There's my change haul. We got 50, 75, 85, 90, 95, $1.02. That's just from today. I mean, there's other stuff that I pulled out. I think we're going to wind up yanking that carpet out and doing a whole pressure wash. Blast it all out and everything. Whew, what a mess. It's going to be a lot of work. But I got the garage opened up, so after work, because it's not going to be a whole lot going on, I'm going to be going crazy at work, so I can come here and scrub away for a couple hours and clean up some stuff. Maybe see about a seat track too. I'll have to see how those come apart. Yuck. Yeah. But hey, forward progress, right? Not like it was difficult pulling seats out. So I think I'm going to end this here and stop the videos for the night. After I show you the mold and the mildew and all the crap, figure out how to clean these seat belts and get them pulled out. And it's going to be looking really good when I'm all said and done, but got to get the battery out. And need keys to put the windows up so we can button her up, because it's supposed to start getting wet in the next few days. Oh, that's nice. That's a nice power window, huh? Faster side, just a hair slower. Let's check out the closing action. Oh, and the cheesy music. Got all the speakers working now. Yep, everything's still working, so. Get the battery unplugged, put her back in the garage. Whew. I got, what is today? 8th or 9th? Got about a month till the return to renting. It's the Saturday after the 4th, I believe. Here's the paperwork from last year that I never went to. So, oh, it's Sunday. It's on a Sunday. So, I am off next Monday. Woohoo! Happy Boeing anniversary to me. I am off the 5th of July, which is a Friday. We are all off the 4th of July. So I'm going to take a 4-day weekend. Who knows, maybe I'll just take that Monday off too and make a nice 5-day weekend out of it. But, didn't get a whole lot done for the olds this weekend. I was maybe thinking about pulling that front bumper, but a little late for that now. I want to start cleaning up those brackets and everything too once we do the frame. Still got to blast the rust off of this side of the frame too. And Cadillac book down there. So we're getting her done. We're getting her done. Find someplace to put all this stuff so I can start scrubbing and cleaning and making purdy. I gotta pull that whatchamacallit off too. Get the tools back inside. Get this bad boy covered up. So yeah, we're gonna end this here. I think that's right. Forward lock, back and unlock. Seems natural to me. What's this head set up as? Yeah, forward lock, back to unlock. So, woohoo! Alrighty. Thanks everybody for watching, subscribing, doing all the great things that you do. I'm not getting rich off of this, but we're sure having some fun, aren't we? So, gotta get that Jeep going soon. Alrighty. Turned out to be a pretty nice day. It's cooling off now. Definitely feel it. The back's starting to tighten up. There's that big mass that was rolling through earlier. You can see the waves of clouds down that way too. So it's going to start getting cooler and wet this week. It's okay. It's the area we live in. Can't see the Olympics down there. I don't know if it's haze or if it is raining over that way. Almost looks like rain. So, thanks again for watching. Y'all have a fantastic evening and a fabulous week. And I got Cass wanting out. I gotta go find something to eat yet too for the night. So, thanks again. We'll catch y'all probably next weekend, maybe next Friday. Maybe we'll be putting stuff back in the car. Nah, because I gotta pull the carpet out. Maybe next weekend we'll be pressure washing carpet. Alright. Okay, bye-bye.